Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the lunar eclipse effect. That is, if you are born with moon and Rahu conjunction in your birth chart. This energy I am considering on the very day the eclipse happened and you born on the same day. So this is a more intense energy than only the moon and Rahu, which I've already made the video. You can go and check, and I made a lot of videos on eclipse effect. Now this is something which I can just go on talking on and on and on a lot, because I have seen this very closely in my life, because I myself born on a eclipse, that too a solar eclipse, peak time during the solar eclipse, and I can connect pretty well with the eclipse energy effect. So I thought of making videos so that the ones who are born in the eclipse can be help get help with these videos, and they can again help the others, because this is very very different energy. So moon with Rahu conjunction, and moon with Rahu conjunction on the very day the eclipse occurred, there is a slight difference. Okay, I've already made the video, I'm repeating that. So if you are not born on the eclipse but you have this eclipse effect 1 week before or after the eclipse, or maybe 15 days or 20 days, you can go and watch that video. And if you are born on the eclipse day itself, okay, doesn't matter 5 8 hours here and there or at the peak time, you will resonate more with this video. Okay, especially for the newborns. Most of my clients are, they call me, they ask me, for the birth time of the baby calculation. So whenever I see this kind of energy effect happening, then I give them advice like, hold on for a couple of days, because a lot of people plan the C-sections these days. So I urge people that if the eclipse energy is occurring soon towards the birth time of your baby, if the pregnancy time is hidden during the eclipse time, then please do not consider your C-section on the eclipse day itself. I mean, a lot of people do not believe so much about the eclipse, but still I would request you avoid, because it is very tough for the baby. Okay, it's very tough for the child, you know so avoid that. And if it's not avoidable, then we can't help it, because that is what divine intervention is all about. Yeah, so let's dig into this, and I'm going to be talking about the exact energy effects, and this is very deep. So it'll be good if you are able to resonate. If you're not resonate, it's fine, this video is not for you, so fine, no problem, it's okay. Maybe it's for somebody else, maybe it's for your family member or your loved one or your friend, colleague, somebody else. Okay, so what happens when you're born on the peak time of lunar eclipse? See, first you need to understand, when the eclipse is happening, or already the energies are very intense, they are heavy, and they are very different and difficult sort of energies, because something hidden has to come to light. Yeah, and during the lunar eclipse, now I'm talking from the perspective when moon comes with Rahu, the north node of the moon. Okay, the conjunction effect is this energy effect. So you need to see at the time of your birth, when moon was with Rahu during the eclipse, was there any other planet nearby in closer degrees, 5 or 10 degrees here and there, plus minus, or maybe next constellation before or after? Check that, because that planet is going to be affected by this eclipse a lot. Okay, and there will be shadow energy of that planet. So first of all, Rahu is shadow, it's an illusion energy. I've explained in moon with Rahu. You can go back and watch that video for helpful information if you're trying to collect more information about this energy. So there is a shadow, there is something hidden, there is intensity, there is darkness. So moon is already dark, there is, it's like, you cannot figure out the actual qualities of moon here, because that is missing. And Rahu is their shadow planet, it always puts you into illusion. You see things which does not exist, or they are just a perception of your mind. And you feel that that is what the reality is, but that is not the reality, because you see like that but others are not seeing like that, and there's where all the deception happens. So There are few things. First is such kind of natos have emotional instability. Okay, they have problem with emotional understanding, emotional connection with others. They have problem with emotional, attachment. Either they are very emotional with others, or they lack the emotional empathy or sensitivity with the other person, because they are shutting down their emotions and they do not want to get attached. So there is kind of emotional avoidant personality. See, I'm not a psychologist, neither I'm a doctor, not a medical practitioner, but I'm just trying to explain this from the energy perspective, because I've seen this very, very closely in the charts which I have read, analyzed, and given predictions. And so this is something which gives problems to the native to connect emotionally. Now, why this happens? Because the EQ is low here. The EQ is not balanced. EQ is emotional question, the emotional intelligence, not IQ. IQ and EQ is different, and I think most of the people are understanding and realizing the difference these days, because a lot of content coming up on EQ. So the native emotional development does not happen that well, because the mother's energy is missing here. See, she may be physically missing or not. If she is physically there, you're blessed. But the problem here is, in such cases, the native's mother is mostly manipulative. She has anger issues, she's narcissistic, she has the narcissistic order disorder. Now that is coming from the bloodline, from the ancestry, so it's not her issue alone. So you need to also understand that you are not going to understand that this exists because you blindly trust her. And if you have come to watch this video, that means you have started understanding higher perspective of this energy. So please listen with an open mind. Do not be judgmental, because I'm just trying to be helpful. And in my readings, in my consultation, in my guidance, I'm very blunt, straightforward, and I speak to the point. There's no sugarcoating. So these are the real factors. Okay. Such energy indicates that the mother has been manipulating the child from the early age itself. The mother does not give the child the proper nurturing or education. See, nurturing does not mean keeping just the food on the table. Nurturing means emotionally developing the child for this world. Okay. Uh, there is a lack of emotional understanding. Okay. Because the mother is not available. Maybe she's working, maybe she's too busy with her business, or she's busy with household work, or anything that could be keeping her busy. So the child does not get that much attention, the child does not emotionally develop, the child does not understand how to express emotionally, how to speak their emotions, how to raise voice for their own self. This is the biggest thing that happens, because they keep all things inside suppressed. The throat chakra gets blocked, the heart chakra gets blocked, and for many, many years they are struggling, and then they start seeking validation outside, with outside people, with outside world. So they have a lot of failed relationships, very distorted relationships, and relations do not work, for people don't understand them, they are different, they are unique. And that is the reason they get misunderstood. Even when they try to speak about something, their perspective, their understanding, their way of seeing the world is different, because of Rahu is a higher dimensional energy, so they are very sensitive children, and they can bring a lot of information from the other dimension, other realms and higher realms, and they are more attuned to the world outside this particular system of planets what we are looking at. Because they, if their energy is channeled well, they become one of very successful people in life, and they don't believe in the a very string life kind of life, school, college, and then marriage and kids. And they are unique, they want to do something different, they want to do something with their life. Basically, they want to bring up something unique. They are eccentric, they are different, they are crazy, and they are beautiful in their own way. But what happens is, like, when they want to explore so many beautiful qualities, okay, of their own soul, because they are okay, so they are not going to follow the crowd, they are not going to follow the masses, they are going to follow their own soul path, their own soul mission. For what reason they have come? Because they came on this eclipse energy, they came from the darkness to bring light to this planet. So most of the people who are born on the eclipse, they will have very different energy. They will fail in many avenues in their life initially, and then they will finally come to their path where they are destined to be. And most of them are healers, tarot card readers, psychics. They help people channel information from the other realms, and give them guidance about their life. And basically they are healer as well, some of them, who have done the work, and you who believe a lot into the healing. But before this phase occurs, they have to go through series of dark events. They come into contact with dark people. I'm not talking about the color, I'm talking about the darkness in the soul. Okay, so there is where the real challenging effect of this conjunction comes into play. So what I mean by this is, I made some couple of points and I want to go through it one by one so that you can easily understand this. Yeah, so they have to face a lot of envy. Okay, acquisitions, like some things that they don't do, but they are blamed constantly that they have been doing that. So this really angers them because they haven't done that and they get blamed for something. Yeah, so that triggers a lot of anger inside them. Okay, a lot of tantrums, because when they were crying, when they wanted attention, the attention did not come. When the mothers did not give them their attention, basically. Yeah, so that is there. Then revenge, a lot of people want to take revenge, okay, for no reason. I mean, they might have not done anything, but for smallest of mistakes, see, every human does mistakes, every human has, some kind of flaws or some kind of things. So even if they do little mistake, okay, naturally, okay, they don't have, maybe it's not intentionally, it's done unintentionally, like it just happened. But there's a big drama they do, like, this much, and it becomes a very big dramatic thing, like a very big propaganda. So there's a constant hit on the mind, like, the nagging. Okay, you'll see a lot of people, in their life, they constantly nag them, yeah, 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 it goes on. So I've seen, especially in this energy, for some reason the females in their life are very cranky. So it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, but see, if you are born on the eclipse, and if this energy lies in your chart, then you will have this crankiness. You will have this, people who always want to constantly nag, and you're trying to get away because you want peace. So this is something which you really need to work, because you are attracting a lot of toxic relationships, and that is very bad for your emotional health. So if you want good emotional wellness, you need to be careful about that. Yeah, anger I mentioned. So you may be prone to angry people because there's a hidden anger in you. So try to calm that, and then once you understand that, how to recognize angry people, then you will not attract angry people. So first you calm down your anger, and once you calm down your anger, then you will be able to identify very quickly, because here the problem is, because there's a lack of emotional understanding. There are many emotional attributes, feelings, or notions, behavior pattern of people you are not understanding, hence the reason you are attracting a lot of karmic relationships in your life. Okay, karmic relation does not always mean boyfriend or girlfriend. Karmic relationships are coming through various sources. It can be boss, work, colleague, school, college, neighbor, your own brother, sister, parents. It's like, very different, a lot of different relationships. Then next is hatred. Okay, um, hatred, because there's anger, so hatred will come through it, right? Then betrayal. Okay, so many times you feel that you have, solid connections, you count on these people, and they are there for you for whatever reason, whatever happens in your life, and they are there for you, but that's not the case. You will be betrayed. So be careful. Okay, you need to be very clear about trusting people. You cannot blind trust, no, because you will be deceived. Yeah, so that is very important. You also need to work on your own inner phobias, fears. Okay. You may have a lot of confusion in your own thought process because you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing. Sometimes you're too logical, sometimes you're emotional about your decisions, sometimes you have a conflict in your heart, sometimes you trust your mind, sometimes you trust your heart. So that conflicts goes on, so that is the reason anxiety can be triggered. Yeah, so be careful about that. Then there's confusion, brain fog sort of a situation because of this. Deception I've already mentioned, because since you are unable to read in between what is white and what is black, there's also something gray, something what people say, they don't do it, and their actions say about it. So you need to trust actions rather than words. Okay. uh, so this is where it's coming from. And emotional manipulation is another part. Okay, a lot of emotional manipulation. Like seriously, you all your life you've been wanting love and peace and harmony and joyous and harmonious relationship, but man, to get there and to achieve that is like a real big struggle. It is a big struggle. All you want in life is peace, and wherever you think that okay, now I'm in peace, and you get away from all the tensions and all of the complications and all of the emotional manipulations by people, places, situation, you sit in peace, and there has to be another disturbing situation coming towards you. You will get a call or a text or an email, or someone around you wherever you're sitting will unnecessarily make some kind of noise. I've practically seen this and witnessed. That's why I am very sure about this, because this energy always puts you into mental distress, depression. Okay, it doesn't let you be peaceful and happy within yourself, and you need to work a lot to fight through this difficult part and get more peaceful, get more happy in your solitude, because you cannot hold things, you cannot hold a person, you cannot hold any situation or money or marriage or your lover. You cannot hold people like this and tell them, hey, stay with me, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. No, own your own issues. Okay, and work through it, become independent, become emotionally independent, become aware about this energy, become more practical and strong. Okay, by working on your emotions, there's a lot of help available, a lot of self-help books are available, motivational talks are available. Go to therapist or go to a psychologist, or try to book a PLR session with someone whom you really trust, because most of the issues are coming from the past life. Yeah, so find out the root cause, and try to build a neutral relationship with your mother. Like how much ever you fight with her, or she may be fighting with you, or there's abuse, there's anger, or whatever that is, just come to neutral, because forgive. Without forgiveness, nothing is going to change. Okay, no matter how much you're hurt, try to forgive the other person, but pick up the lesson and don't repeat the lesson. Because if you don't do that, the face of the people will change, but the karmic lesson will be same. So if you really want to close that chapter with anybody per se, forgive them, let go, finish up, cut the cord, move ahead. Okay, so see, in your life, your relationship should be mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially satisfying. At least achieve 50% of this, and be truthful to yourself. If a certain relationship is not balanced in give and take, that relationship is not for you. So don't force it out. Like, don't be very clingy to that person, don't be very needy, don't chase that person, because you will be kicked harder. Okay, and nobody is going to value you, they're going to put you down, they're going to devalue. So be self-centered, do your daily meditations, your chants, or any spiritual habit that you like. Okay, that you follow, your faith, your religion, or whichever positive energy that you follow. Keep connecting with God, and try to emotionally express yourself. Okay, it could be painting, art, music, designing something. Your Rahu will get settled only when you remove all of that hidden energy into creating something. Okay, you need to sit at one place. You need to do sketching, drawing, painting, sculpting, anything. But your craziness, your obsession that you have, the this energy of holding on to something what you have very badly, you put it into your passion. Okay, you put it into something which is close to your heart, and see the difference. You will change. You will become a different person, and you will learn a lot. You will connect with God. You will connect with higher energies and higher frequencies, and you will become a different version of yourself, that version which you are supposed to be. Okay, so I hope guys, you are happy about this channel, liking the content, and I think this video will be very very helpful for people with this conjunction effect. And if you have resonated with the information that I have given you, please hit like, subscribe the channel, share it with your loved ones. And even if you are not born in the eclipse and you still have these elements of the energy, then all the information that I have shared today will be very very helpful, and I hope you'll stick around. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. Bye bye.